Alright guys, time for another comic review, and this is another comic that was sent to me by my good friend Chris. And Chris, thank you once again for the comic. And this is Naomi Season 1. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Naomi Season 1. Written by Brian Michael Bendis, and this was part of his Wonder Comics line. The biggest wonder here is how I wonder Bendis got so much power, and now I wonder what's going on with Bendis now, because man, they don't give him anything at DC. It's almost like they knew it was a tactical error. Anyway, so yes, Naomi was basically created because she was getting a CW TV show. That was really the thing, is that Naomi was basically given was getting a TV show for the CW, which I think is canceled by now. Yeah, I think it's all the CW verse is long dead, and they basically made her at a time where there was too many in fairness, I'm not going to fully blame the character, because there are some good things about this comic, but they clearly, Bendis made this character, they put her on the Justice League with the same team that had Black Adam, because to promote the movie. Yeah, it was kind of a messy era, really. It was really it was a messy era, and I don't think they use Naomi for anything else now. I think they genuinely do not use Naomi in anything else. I think they've just dumped the character. I could be wrong, but it doesn't. I've heard nothing about this character. There she is, there she goes. Now, let's talk about the comic itself. So Naomi is this girl this young girl who lives in a small town that nothing ever happened until a fight between Superman and Mongol happened for all of 17 seconds, and that leads to a cascade of reasons, or what should be called not so much reasons. I'm sorry. A cascade of a domino effect, leading to Naomi finding out about her history with her real parents, because she is adopted, and also finding out more about her life and her abilities. So I'm going to say it's not bad. It's not bad, but Bendis has clearly gone are the days of Bendis, of true golden era Bendis, because how this comic plays out is a lot of give or take for one or two things. This plays out like a typical Bendis comic where there's too much dialogue and it repeats itself. It was clear the gas in the tank is gone. It was the same thing I talked about in my Justice League versus Legion of Superhero review, where it clearly shows that all of Bendis's tricks, we already know them. And also, we do all the dialogue, there's not really much of a story, and when we get to the main story and the main villain, it's like the tail end and we gotta wrap it up. And that's exactly what this is. Now, to its credit, there is a cool thing that goes on with their parents, with Naomi's adopted parents. There's a nice twist there, but other than that, yeah, there's really not much else, and they kind of it's almost like Bendis forgets that he only has 6 issues for this season 1, so he has to move through it. The dialogue itself is not bad. I can see why, and it's very soap opera-y, which makes sense because, again, it was made to be a CW show, so I can see that. I will say though that the art is beautiful. The art is very well done. It's very dynamic, and when there's an action scene, few and far between as they are, it's beautifully covered. The artwork by Jamal Campbell, I had to look up the name, is very bright. It's vibrant. Yeah, just look at that. It's just the detail of it. I love it. I absolutely love the artwork, and it works best when there's something dynamic happening. Too bad the only dynamic thing happening is just questions we already get the answers to and repeated, and also a plot you kind of figure out already. This isn't a bad comic, it's just, and Naomi's not a bad character, it's just, man, they really hyped up this character just to promote her for the CW, and then the show ended, and they were throw her away. It's the business, what can you do? But yeah, again, Bendis's type of storytelling had been played out by this point, so everything had been basically like if you've read one Bendis book, like modern Bendis book, then you've read them all. That's what I'm trying to say, is that if you've read like everything after Secret Invasion and up to his DC stuff, then you've read a Bendis book and you know how it's going to play out. So yeah, do I recommend it? If you can find it a discount book for discount books, maybe. I hate when I shit on a book Chris got me. But he always tells me to be honest, so I'm being honest now. Naomi herself is not a bad character, and she's interesting enough. But the problem is, we've been down this road before, and Bendis is clearly trying to make another Miles Morales. He wanted to make a Miles Morales for the DC universe, and it just doesn't work. And the more I think about it, like between this, Riri Williams, and a few other characters, I am really starting to think that Bendis just caught lightning in a bottle and just can't make the same magic twice that he did by making Miles Morales. So there you go. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much my review of Naomi Season 1. You guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of it? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.